Well, hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to start with some tarot just to get the theme of your reading. Sorry, I've been running up and down the stairs. We're going to get the theme of your reading. And then we're going to get into the tarot. This is going to be a general reading. And even if the cards are reversed or if it's upright, I still will know how to read it based on my intuition. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. Let's see. You got the Six of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Really good. So I will say this reading is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I am stunned. This reading is absolutely fantastic. You got some cards here that's letting me know that things that you've been holding on to, you're going to let go of that. Whether it is situations, people, grudges, you are letting go of the past. And you know, even if it's your memories, that is what you are about to release. You are letting go of depression, sadnesses that you may be experiencing. I feel like if you've been feeling this lack of support, you are going to gain support from people. If you have been betrayed and feel like you have been failing in life, you feel like a failure, some aspects about your life, you may feel like you've been ruined. All those things that you have experienced, and those feelings you are going to release and they are going to dissolve. Now, however the universe make that work for you, that's how the universe will make it work for you. But one thing that I can tell you is that I see some stability here. I see healing here. Even financially, there is something happening for you. This is just so amazing. So far, I will say you've had the best reading, really. And I know I shouldn't do this because other signs did not get this type of treatment, but I am actually really curious as to why these cards are here before we go further. So what I'm going to do is clarify these cards by one card only, because we can't spend too much time on the theme, because this is your theme. Your theme is recovery, healing, decision making. You're no longer confused about certain decisions. Wow. Let's go ahead. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. These are going to be upright. Speaking of decisions, learning how to forgive the past. You're setting your intentions on moving forward, moving on. There's a new awareness about you. I love this. This is a new spiritual story. I love this so much. You've been through some shit, Taurus. Emotionally, especially as children too, because you see the mother and a child. You've been through some stuff. And a lot of you have been holding on to that. This is why it says it's a renewal. Like, you can't really move forward with those old same stories in your head, those songs, those memories. You cannot move forward with that. And this is the reason why it's saying that you are being renewed and you are making a decision to do it. You don't want to be a victim to your circumstances any longer. You don't. And some of you are deciding, I used to love you with all of my heart. This is what you're saying. I used to love you with every morsel of my body. But even that, I'm going to have to move on. And a lot of you are going to be moving on from people who you've been loving for a very long time here. Let's get the Four of Cups. This is a read on its own, to be completely honest with you. There it is again. You see how when you make a decision, it says this is a decisive moment, Queen of Swords, to cut something away. This no longer serves you. This is what you're saying. This is not helping me. You are not helping me. This situation is tiresome. And so what you're doing is starting to love yourself. And this is a part of your destiny. This is a part of your change. You're going to be so happy to feel this because this is the Four of Cups, y'all. This is not just about, this is how you feel with your emotion. You feel it. You're not even like sad about things not being in your life that you thought was going to last forever. You don't even feel that anymore. There's something else better here. This is the turning of the tide. Let's get the Ten of Swords in reverse. A lot of you, like I said before, you are no longer holding on to this talked about your subconscious mind. Something that you guys were been holding on to. See, it was a story that has been implanted in your mind since you were a child about you and about what you are able to do. And you may be like, that's not necessarily true, yes, but you know how sometimes people can sneak some things in. It could be a parent that subtly says things, or classmates. For years, some of you guys were bullied and it snuck in something about yourself where you didn't feel good. You did not feel worthy. It's something in your mind. Where you're not going to feel pain anymore. Or you're going to completely release that. This is a surrendering of what you've experienced. This isn't a new perspective. This is like allowing yourself to enjoy life. Because for a lot of you, you haven't even been enjoying life because maybe you may have even felt that you didn't even deserve it. What we're going to do is get into your other part of your reading. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see what's going to come out here for Taurus. I'm just going to go ahead and pull. I don't know where I'm going to pull, but whenever I feel it, I'm going to pull it, y'all. Was it Algiers? Oh my God. A positive change for the better and good fortune is coming your way. A stroke of good luck. Did you see how, when you guys go back, rewind it, you're going to notice that this stood out. I mean, it was like, boom, pick me, choose me. This is for Taurus. And isn't that what we just read? Some of you have been experiencing depression or suffering from that. And it literally says that, no, there's change for the better. We saw that even with the Wheel of Fortune, didn't we not? Like, you see what the universe is trying to get you guys to see and understand and feel within your soul so you can be confident that things are going to get better. That this is this big push that the universe is pushing you in, this turning point. Wow. This is for Taurus. A lot of you have been feeling that Ten of Swords really was the thing that really stuck out to me, because you've been betrayed by someone close to you, or there has been some massive hurts by people who's been close to you. And some of you may have done some things to people as well. Wow. Moving on, just talked about that. Now, this is an actual thing. Like, some of you guys are actually moving, okay? It says you could be moving to a new house, and that could be something that's like the fresh start, right? That's a part of this change for the better. You're like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God, I'm moving into a new home. I'm moving into a new house. It feels fresh, okay? You're not even loaded down by the memories of what you've experienced in the old house. So that's a part of it. But it talks about changing jobs. And see, we saw that even here with the Queen of Pentacles, because if you've been suffering financially, there's more so a stability here, because we see this with change with the Algiers card, where it says financial security. And I mean, and this is after a period where you guys, may have had like a horrible setback, right? You probably thought that you would never be able to get out of whatever this is that you've experienced. You guys were doing so well. And then all of a sudden, boom, and then, like, I'm not going to say that it was embarrassing, y'all. Some of y'all have experienced some really tough times financially, and where you're going, you can only be thankful. Really, you can only really be thankful. I wasn't going to say this because I know these cards mean things, other things. But it says, forget me not. And remember that Six of Cups was in reverse. And it says someone is thinking of you. It's not saying that you're not. It's not saying that you're thinking of someone and that someone is holding you hostage emotionally and mentally. But it says someone is thinking of you fondly, or of sweet memories of someone lingering, creating the desire. When we get more into the tarot, we're going to figure out what that is. Because truly tarot really is the future. So maybe the past is still not the past yet. Like, it's like, there's something that you still have to wrap up with someone that you hold so close to you, so dear to your heart. But we see the eventuality, I guess, right? Like, maybe they can't truly commit to you. But looking at that, it looks like the story isn't completely over yet. So we're looking at a future thing where you're going to be letting someone go. Let's see. Let's get the last one here. Lucky Gambler. Everything that you decide, we just talked about decision, right? But everything you decide to do has a margin of risk. Nothing is certain, but the bigger risk is not taking one. There's new things that you're doing. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, by the way. You're no longer playing it safe, which I love. This is like the Fool card. This is happening to you in love. This is happening to you, like I said, even where you're moving. Like, I can't stress enough when I say sometimes when I'm talking about like new experiences that includes people moving. Like, I tell people that they're moving all the time and they're reading, and sometimes they have no idea, because they're like, oh, I've been in this family house for years, or I've been living in this city for years, my family is here. And I'm like, this looks like it's not just a move, but this looks like you're moving across the country. That's a risk. So there are things where now it's like things that you didn't even think that you would even experience, that you're about to experience here. Okay? Like, for real. You're about to experience some stuff here, Taurus, but in a really good way, because it says that this is for the better, really. Let's see what pops out here for Taurus. I'll take these two, actually. There it is. There it is again. That's the Explorer is like the Fool card in this reading. Some of you could be going back to school too. It says you are going to go wandering and trust the unknown. You don't know you don't know anybody in this city. You don't know anybody in this new company, but you're doing it. You're no longer playing it safe because you just don't like where you are. You're just tired of it. There is like, it's not just about student. Some of you are like brushing up on your skill. You know how like sometimes you're like, oh, I'm going to take a class, or I'm going to like, even if you do have a profession, like you may want to like get better at it. So it's like, you're like, let me see what some new things that I can learn in order to be the best. Like you're mastering something. That's what this looks like to me. And some of you could be going to like a legal law school or something like that. From what I'm saying, it almost feels like some of you are going to school because of something dealing with law, or you're needing to research something dealing with law, or the law in general. So let's say this has something to do with litigation. You could be you have your lawyers, but you're also in this place where you're like, I want to see what else that I can do so I can win. You guys are very studious right now, in this studious energy. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. And Taurus, however this is, okay. If it's upright, it's upright. Reverse, it doesn't matter. I don't know how to read it. Okay, so the cards that's coming out here. You have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is, you know how like, I like this, to be honest. Like I know for some people, they may look at this as like, you're not keeping boundaries, and before that was an issue. But I feel like you do have your boundaries up, but you don't have to be so defensive and so on guard, because it's like, it sucks being in that energy all the time. It sucks always having to feel like you have to defend yourself every moment of the moment, every day, with your coworkers, with your family, with the lover. And so with you, you're just like, I'm going with the flow. The Queen of Swords in reverse really is about that. Like she really is about going with the flow, really. And look at this. You guys had the Nine of Cups in the upright and the Ace of Swords in the upright. This is victory energy all the way. So it's like you're winning. Ooh. A wish come true. We already saw that when we saw change for the better. Nine of Cups is specifically directed towards you, Taurus, about what it is that you're desiring, what you've been thinking about, what you've been pondering on. And a lot of you, I love it because you've been procrastinating. You know that you're really good at something and you have not been putting into action. This is one of those things where it's like, you got to start focusing, because she's like very mental, right? Like here with the Ace of Swords, she's very mental. She's listening to her intuition. There's one, like she's focusing on one thing at a time to get something done, I'm telling you. And the Emperor at the bottom of the deck is saying you are learning to get in control of your life, get in control of your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions. You are gaining control. And I think, didn't I tell you that, guys, that last time? Wasn't that a theme for you all? You have a romantic partner here. I don't know who this person is. It's not showing. I mean, we did talk about a past person. It could be. But that's not the overall energy in this reading. It's just saying that you're going to be meeting someone who is very much so a soulmate, because we did see destiny a lot. You're going to think about them a lot. This person thinks about you a lot. But I feel like it's someone that you actually like. It's someone that you've been wanting with that Nine of Cups. I can say that. But you see the reason why you feel so happy? And you're learning to let go of all the things that you've been carrying, because now you have a reason to be joyous, and it's not because of a person. It's just they're adding. I really love your reading. I feel like, you know, this is something that you guys deserve. And again, like I said before, your attitude, you are dropping that. A lot of you guys have been having straight up attitudes, and you don't have to feel that way. You don't have to be in fight and flight. But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is below. All right, I love you guys. See you later. Bye.